What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shannon Deneen, and it is Monday night, and we back on the curve. Yes. How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
All is well.
I am joined by my amazing co-hosts, and we're back around the table. I will let them again introduce themselves and let you know where you can find them on all the social medias.
All of them.
All of the social medias.
Oh, I am Tony G. Campbell, and you can find me on my website, TonyGCampbell.com, where my podcast is. Where you can find that, it's Tony G. Campbell, the podcast, on iTunes, Spotify, my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, people. I need some subscribers.
Yay!
You'll get it.
And SoundCloud. Yes,
And SoundCloud.
I think that's.
SoundCloud.
Oh, and you can find me on Tony G. Campbell on Twitter and Facebook and that other one, Instagram. Yes.
Yes.
You had the most amazing picture of your little boy. I don't know if we're saying names of children online these days, but
Everybody knows my kids, Kaden and Sydney.
oh my
They know my
gosh,
babies.
so you had the most. When he was sitting there, he was like, "This is Kaden, and this is my mommy's channel," or whatever he was
Oh
saying.
he said this is my podcast. He
Oh,
wants
yes.
to start a podcast
Oh,
himself. He's
I'm
6
for
years
it.
old
So-
and toothless right now.
Yeah.
He has no teeth.
So cute.
That's the greatest.
He's so cute.
He's been like, when are y'all? Because I was doing my YouTube. He wants a YouTube channel, and when I was doing something on mine, and even my daughter, the 4-year-old, she was like, "Is that ours you're working on?" I was like, "No, ma'am. I'm sorry, it's not yours, but I'm gonna get on it because that's a joint venture. Daddy got to do some stuff too before mommy can do some
Put
stuff.
on your own
Yeah.
mask before you put on the mask.
Hey,
of
I'm
others.
blaming
Just
Daddy.
saying,
We
just
talked
saying.
about that
Daddy
last
We did
week.
talk about put on
We
your
talked
mask
about
first
that last week.
before you put on the mask of others. I'm just saying.
That's
Just
why I'm
saying.
blaming Daddy because I can't do nothing.
Hashtag self-care, mommy.
I
Saving
am.
Superwoman.
Saving Superwoman.
that
Hashtag, that's where you can find me.
Yes.
At Saving Superwoman. I'm trying to help her out. You know, it's your girl Missy. So I'm trying to help my sister out here. Hashtag Saving Superwoman. You can find me on Instagram at Saving Superwoman.
Okay.
Yes. We gotta get Melissa's website up. though.
Yeah, we have to
super
get all
quick.
that good stuff up.
We're working on it,
me.
though.
You'll see this journey I'm taking with this boxing
Come on now.
and trying to eat right.
I want to
Listen,
try the boxing.
I'm
I
getting
do.
on this journey. I'm getting on.
You wanna do some
I emailed
Mariah Corey.
Corey. Corey Phillips. Yes.
Corey
I emailed
Phillips.
Corey the other day. Yesterday, I was like, Corey, listen, I got to get my life. I got my cousin's wedding is coming up in October. My final walk is coming up in September. I got
Yes.
things to be fine for, honey. I need
Listen,
tone.
let me tell you something. He is the truth. You can follow him at I am King of Fitness. And let me tell you, he is hashtag the revenge body expert. So the boxing class that I take is revenge boxing.
Okay.
I was in there. I'm not lying to you. This the honest God truth. And you can see this on my Instagram page. In 8 days, I went from 4 rolls on my back to 2.
Okay.
Eight
Come on,
sessions.
Come on, two down.
Two rolls down. I was feeling good.
And that's all for
Yes.
boxing.
My bra wasn't choking. You know how your bra choke in the middle. Ooh.
I do. It hurt. It's the
yes.
reason you want to take it off when you
Yes,
get home so
'cause that thing
fast,
is
'cause it's cutting in the back. That's
yes.
Okay, when you get home, when you get in the car, it's just
That's
you gotta
Well,
loosen it
no,
up.
I can't take it
I
off. in
can
the car.
Don't take it
You
off.
know
You just
what?
loosen it. Just
Because
a
I'm
flip
always real afraid that if I get stopped or like
Yes, it's just
the
on.
police, the last thing I
Yes.
want the police to see is all this, like just flopping
That
over.
might help
That's
you
not-
get out of a ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Not these.
Not
Not
there,
these.
yeah, I need-
Not after you done nurse for 2 years. No, not these.
You need push-up bras.
Yep.
So the plan is
Mm-hmm.
to train with him. Like Corey will always be a part of my life. He will always be a part of my life because I just can't do it by myself.
They go together.
But yeah, we go together in the training world.
Mm-hmm.
And once I get where I want to be, I'm gonna have a lift.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna have them pulled up.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have them pulled up.
I might need one pulled up.
Listen, after these kids, after you have children, you
Yeah,
all know
you
your body
deserve
just
it.
look different.
It does. It does a little something different.
Yeah.
It does. So, a little something I wasn't ready for.
No,
That's the thing. And I thought my snapback was gonna be more snappy than it currently
mine
is.
was like a bin bag.
No. My snapbacks.
It didn't snap. It just kind of. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to help it adjust a little bit.
No, my snapback at 18 is way different than it
Come
was
on now.
at 40.
Come
and
on
I'm
now.
like, I want my 18 snapback.
Yeah.
Because 18 snapback was 2 days. Like,
You was back in the game.
yes.
Yeah, that
and
40
I did not
snapback.
breastfeed, so my boobies stayed good. These last two, they done took me down.
Listen.
I don't understand.
Listen, and then they always want to comment on how you look.
Yeah.
I'm looking like it's your fault. What you talking about?
Well, that's because you got a girl. See, I got a
Listen,
boy.
and he don't care.
He told me, Mommy, I love you in that dress. That dress, the mommy, I love that dress. That's what you get when you have a
but
girl.
let me tell you what she said. You missed it. What she told me is, you know what? I'm so proud of you. You done went from 2 X's to 1 X. Who told you to tell my size to be all on my tag?
Get out my
But
stuff.
that
Get
was
out my
a
face. You
don't know my life, little girl.
celebration.
You don't
That's
know my
a
life.
celebration.
She was trying. That was side eye. That was low key shade.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
It was shade. Bottom line.
No, you want to hear shade? My 6-year-old, and even though he explained it after he said it, remember that dress I wore last week?
Yeah.
My black and white.
Yeah.
He
Which
like,
was cute.
It was cute.
Exactly.
It was
He
cute,
said,
though.
"Mommy, you look like a cow."
Oh.
He said, "I said, what do you
Maybe
mean?"
in a good way.
No, he said, "Well, cows are black and white." I said, "Well, so are zebras, but can I be a zebra instead of a cow?"
I feel you.
Exactly.
I feel you. I would have wanted to be a
saying?
zebra too.
Exactly.
That was shade too.
I'm a zebra.
He didn't know though. He didn't know.
He knew
Ooh.
after I said
That
something.
that's
That
I
I
bet
need
you he
to
won't
be a
say that to
zebra.
nobody else.
Yeah, he
Hopefully,
won't.
just pray for him. He ain't gonna say that
Yeah,
to
no,
nobody else.
Matthew would have said it to
I was
somebody
about to
else.
say,
Yeah,
he has my lack of tactfulness.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. He got it honest. He
He
got
did.
it. He got
But
it
we're
honest.
getting summer fine. We're getting
Yes.
our bodies summer
We're
fine.
getting
and
these bodies
getting
out of
ready.
layaway. They
Yeah.
on layaway right now. We're
I mean-
getting these bodies off layaway.
Listen.
Come on now.
Was mine straight up on a payment plan. After this weekend, let me tell y'all something. My best friend came from Detroit. Hashtag we're foodies. Okay.
Oh, the foodies.
So let me tell y'all where we ate. Friday night, I picked her up from the airport. We had Fellini's.
Oh,
Saturday, we went to Papa Do's. Sunday, which was her birthday, we had Cheesecake Factory, Cammy Cakes, and Old Lady Gang.
you didn't get.
We
no
had a
salad.
drink
You didn't
from
get no-
each place.
You did.
Yeah, we was drinking from each
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Then had extra shots on top of it.
Come on now.
So today, I was wore out in the gym.
Listen.
I had to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of carbs.
And my
right
friends don't care about my journeys. They don't respect my journey. That fool said I'm living
don't
my
wanna see
best
you win.
life.
They
She
don't
was
wanna
like,
see you win.
I'm not going on no diet. She said, don't. So there's a family member that I had, and we talked about this, that has had the gastric sleeve recently.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to go and eat with us. She told me before she got in the car, she was like, "Now if she gonna eat salad and mad, cause I'm dipping in what you getting, don't invite her. Don't invite her." I said she not gonna be that
Oh.
bad.
That's funny.
But we ate good. We ate really, really good.
That's good. You need to eat good. Like you need to.
Like I have a good relationship with food.
Yeah.
I have a good
you
relationship.
don't.
Yes, I do.
No, friend.
Because I
You have.
You have.
Nah,
it's
you have
it's
a relationship with food, but
lustful
yeah, your
relationship
relationship
with
with
food.
food
Lustful.
is like you date a married man.
I said lustful.
Ain't good.
Let me tell you, I go so hard
No.
when it's like this weekend. Like, and then I'm gonna tell you because we laughed about this because while we were drinking, we were on our second, third drink at Old Lady Gang. I said
She said
tomorrow I'm gonna do JJ smoothie. I said we gonna do JJ smoothie.
Why, friend?
Because I need to detox. I need to get myself right. And you know what? I was scared that when I went to train, that my trainer was gonna smell me. You know how that alcohol get on your system. And I was like, I was walking real fast at work today. I'm like, if I walk fast, then maybe I'll sweat before I get to him. Because he called somebody out. He was like, some of y'all been in here drinking. I can smell it. I said, it ain't me.
It lasts for days afterwards.
Oh, if you get enough alcohol, in you,
Yeah,
I mean, well,
yeah.
I mean, a wino or something,
No,
you know.
girl.
But
I ain't telling you gonna call me a wino.
No, I'm not. Not you.
I felt like the shade is real.
Yeah, I feel like
she just
like the
mentioned that she
palm
don't have
tree.
no tact.
Right, and then she gonna ask me, "What? Did you just call me Ned the wino?" Like, really?
No, not you. I said maybe on a wino who drinks a lot. But you didn't
oh,
drink that many. You didn't
Did I
drink
do
that many drinks.
Really? It's the same thing. I'm trying to clean it up. Yeah. Then you making it worse. You No, we haven't. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, the shade is real tonight. The shade is real.
Is real.
But we had a great birthday celebration with my foodie friend. We had a good time. So, moving on. Go ahead.
I'm glad that you and your friend had a good time and that you made it through boxing. And I'm trying to figure out a way to get to this boxing class and make it happen with Corey Phillips. So,
Yes,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
see it in the morning. It's real. It's real.
Yeah.
I feel like
You
if
said
somebody
Corey
tried to
Phillips?
run up on me in these Atlanta streets, I would be ready,
Okay.
like I do.
You know? Don't do it. If you see Melissa in these streets, you don't
Listen.
want this smoke. You don't
No,
want.
no.
She been boxing. You don't want this smoke. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Okay.
Well, ladies, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Are y'all ready to get on the curve? Ooh, all right, y'all. It is time right now for Word on the Street. Whew, y'all. All right. So much happening in media. Like it was so hard to like figure out what we were going to talk about tonight and like out of all the topics that we could have picked. But I wanted to start with one of my favorite topics, which is music, of course.
Yes.
Yes, I love music. Did anybody happen to catch Coachella?
I saw some of
You
it.
saw some clips.
I saw some of
I
it.
What you
turned
get?
it on today, and it had that Katy Perry chick on there, and I turned it off.
You don't like Katy Perry?
No.
You know she used to be a gospel artist.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yes.
she
liked
came
her.
from the
And she
church.
loves the
I liked her
Lord, honey.
earlier.
The Lord
Yes,
heard her
love,
cry.
But
yes.
I don't know. I think ever since she's been put on that American Idol thing, and
You don't like the blonde hair?
I feel like she's become someone different than when she had the what's that explosion song?
Yeah, the purple hair.
Yeah, I'm like,
Roar, fireworks.
yes,
Yeah.
now, I
Fireworks.
love that.
That's a
I
good
love that.
song.
But I saw her up there, and I was like, that's not you, boo. So
Yeah, she-
I was like,
Well, I'm still over here mourning. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I was only following people that were doing Nipsey Hussle tributes.
Okay, so see, I felt like because we talked about Nipsey Hussle last week that we might not want to venture back down the road, but we can certainly do that because
Listen.
the memorial service.
Oh,
I watched,
my gosh.
Did you watch the memorial service? Oh Lord
Oh,
Jesus!
you
Okay,
missed it. Your cousins
listen.
in them showed up.
All your cousins were there.
Oh, y'all, all your cousins were
Uncle
there.
Snoop was there in
I,
an all blue
I don't like to
jumpsuit.
personally make myself depressed. I don't like
It
to-
wasn't.
It wasn't.
depressing.
It wasn't
Mm-mm.
depressing.
It
No,
was not depressing.
it was really a celebration, and what I love most. So let's put it out there, because I've watched a couple of people discuss this topic, and I'm gonna start with his mother. So he talks about how his mother had, her own little journey as a kid. However, I love what she said. First of all, when Marsha Ambrosius was singing "Fly," she was down there doing a butterfly in the front row. I mean, just
Okay.
dancing her heart out.
Mama.
Butterfly. What?
And then she got turned up when they got in the car, when they were in the
Living her whole
processional. So I felt like it was okay. That was a good release. Her speech and what she talked about,
Yeah.
that was good. I really love the people that came out. Amari Hardwick.
Yep.
I love like the football players, the basketball players that came out.
My favorite forever, always, Uncle Snoop was funny.
Yes.
He was just funny.
About that doggy land.
Yes, he was. Listen, he said Nipsey Hussle was trying to get him to make an amusement park.
Oh.
And
He said, "Nah, cuz."
No, cuz I don't know nothing about this technology
Snoop
stuff.
ain't getting on no roller coaster.
Listen, he was.
That's what he talking
But
about.
he said Nipsey was trying his hardest to make that thing happen. It almost did.
Yes.
It almost did. Because,
Yes.
Snoop
yeah.
almost gave in.
Snoop
Well,
almost
and he
gave in.
talked about how he really supported him
Yeah.
outside of that. Like, he would go in and talk to his dad. And so what I love so much is that energy kind of changed.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
changed from being sad. Then at Coachella, Puffy had like some little
Yep.
thing, and they got together and they talked. And what I love so much about this is it shows that black men do cry, they do grieve, and it's
Absolutely.
okay.
And
They,
it's okay.
need to, because if
Absolutely.
they keep it all pent up, then it's like when it's explosion time, it might explode at the way wrong time.
So
Absolutely.
let me tell you, when YG got on that stage and he did that tribute, baby, I was in it. I said, but then I didn't know he was.
I was you the friend.
But I didn't know. I didn't know he was gonna cuss like that. I didn't know
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
kept it all the way trill.
Yeah,
Like
this
I
is
said,
not.
YG, we not at our space. We
That,
not in our
we at the
space.
Staples Center, and
Right.
YG was like, I don't even care.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was, he
yeah.
was
He
in
did
it.
that at the Staples Center and at
Woo.
Coachella, and I
Yeah, he
was
did.
like, all right, so maybe this is how he's grieving.
Listen, so here's
Hey.
what I felt about Coachella. That's a good transition. Here's how I felt about Coachella. So I feel like last year's Beyonce performance
Yeah.
has shifted the energy at Coachella. Because
Absolutely.
I feel like Coachella used to be really
Dedicated
universal.
to
Yeah, it was very universal. It was everyone and
free
everything and free
spirity.
spirited. It was like Woodstock, and now I feel like it
I
is
was about to say, isn't
getting.
that what it's supposed to be?
It's like
It is, but now I feel
the
like
family reunion barbecue.
right now I
Oh.
feel like Coachella is swinging on
Yeah.
around and embracing hip hop and the
Yeah.
culture and urban life a little bit more,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's more
Then why
like
was Katy
Wait a
Perry
minute.
there?
Did I, no, but they
because
try to give you a variety.
Yeah, there's a variety.
Oh, okay.
There's a variety.
All right.
But I feel like if you watch all the stuff, like you can definitely see what the crowd is responding to.
Okay.
And the crowd is responding to a little more urban music. Like it's
Well,
just
I
getting
think
a little better.
Beyonce opened the door
sure did.
when she did the "Get Into the Money" by OT Genesis. So when she opened that up, like I hadn't heard that song until
I love
she
OG
did it, and I
Genesis.
was like, "Ooh, let me get into the money." Now that's my morning song.
Listen, every day that and
Yeah.
every day I'm hustling. Me and
Listen,
Rick
baby,
Ross,
baby.
That's
And
that's
you know
my
what?
morning.
And see, let me tell you about your morning songs. And this is a little bit off topic, but I'm gonna tell on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday we are at the Jack and Jill skating event.
Yes,
They started playing OT Genesis.
I did.
Milan was out there saying every word.
Oh,
And I was
Mulatto
like,
you.
oh Lord. I said, we just came from church a few minutes ago, I promise. And she was like, on her skates. I said, oh. Not the preacher's granddaughter. Just
Yeah.
slow down.
Milan said we're gonna be authentic around here. Around here, we love Jesus and we love OTJs.
But it has changed the dynamic. Like, we watched a couple
Yeah.
of things, but
Yeah.
I want her to be able to see the variety of artists that are
Absolutely.
showcased there, because we watched it
Absolutely.
with Beyonce.
Mhm.
Like, I can't wait for this thing to come out on Netflix.
Listen, Homecoming is gonna be amazing. Can't wait.
Awesome.
Can't wait. I appreciated though the so this year I think Coachella, after you have a Beyonce, you really there's not a whole lot of artists
No.
out that can kind of follow that up, but they did their very best, and they brought Donald Glover. He was a headliner, and so was sorry, Childish Gambino, who was his alter ego.
Yes.
And Ariana Grande, which she had a big year. Like I'm
But
not an
nothing
Ariana
will.
fan.
Let me tell you something. Why not? They need to just, and that's what YG was saying. He was still calling it Beachella, because your cousins, we're gonna support each other.
Yeah, we are. We're
And
doing
the thing about it is, she set the standard.
Oh, it's
I
so
mean,
high.
it was such
Oh,
a
it's so high.
phenomenal performance from the dancers and the horns, and just coming out draped in the Black Panther Queen
Yes,
suit.
yes.
Like, nobody's gonna be able to
No.
outdo that.
Nobody is, but you know who brought that same energy? Who I was real excited about? Lizzo. Lizzo, do you don't like Lizzo?
Listen.
Okay, listen. Hold on, people. Hold on. So Lizzo to me brought that same queenly. I love Lizzo as an artist. I think her music pops. It's a bop. Like all of her stuff that she came out with, Juice, which
Yeah.
has been out. She's got a new one coming out called Tempo. She's dropping her album Friday. It is called "Cause I Love You." I happen to love Lizzo. I think she's amazing. She is definitely a plus size girl out there giving us the sparkles and the sequins.
Absolutely.
And
Like, I'm here for that.
She gave us all the body positive imagery that I needed.
Absolutely.
I was mad because whoever was doing the sound at Coachella this year, y'all need to get them their money back.
Because it was awful.
The sound
It was awful.
was
It was awful.
awful. Ariana Grande's
It was awful.
and Nicki Minaj's
Yeah.
set went out. Lizzo
Yeah.
and Lizzo is an amazing singer. Like, she has a beautiful voice. her during her set, her mics went out, her earpiece stopped working. She couldn't hear any music.
They had a lot of technical
They
difficulties
had a
this
lot
year.
of technical difficulties, but what I loved is she brought me Beyonce because that music went out and those dancers kept
Was
that
still
8
going.
counts and she kept that song
She
going.
had that bodysuit on.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I'm here for her and all of her.
Well, I'm glad you support her.
Yeah, I do. You
'Cause
don't like her?
No, it's not that I don't like her.
I
I was
like
just
her.
disappointed.
Why?
Like, I just feel like Beyonce set the standard last year.
She did, but there's
But
nobody
nobody
is
can
going
be
to be
like
able to come and
Beyonce.
be Beyonce.
Yeah, that's why they
They
just
can't then they can't pay Beyonce
What you
what
want
she's
them to
worth
just
every
shut
year.
down Coachella? Just shut it down?
Yeah, Beachella. She set the standard.
But
Go on
she's
about your
not gonna
business.
be able to do that every year. They not even gonna be able to
No.
pay her for that much money.
Well, they
every
need to
year.
get somebody up there that can do. Who could be a great headliner that could do all of that and give a great performance?
Give me somebody.
I'm just thinking, y'all don't want me to give you nobody because I
I
said
mean,
it
who's
for your
going to give
uncles
it
and
Other than,
all the
uh,
way to you? Because
yeah.
she
The
just
only-
brings it all.
The
Like,
only
she
person I
gives
can
you
think of is
everything.
J Lo.
yes, but I'm still mad about Motown. I'm mad about
J Lo
Motown.
alone about
Well,
that
listen,
Motown.
we
And she
all
was on the Breakfast Club.
Okay,
Now
yeah, she
because
was.
she's promoting some new things,
She
I
is.
think that J Lo, Janet, those people that are
think
entertainers.
First of all, I
Janet
think
might be-
Janet's tired right now. I
Yeah,
think
she
Janet
just-
has
Janet
gotten
done
somewhere.
had
I
that
don't think
baby
she
at
gonna be able
50.
to do it.
And Janet like, I've been chasing this kid.
Janet is
Exactly.
somewhere sitting on down. That's
But
what she's doing. She's not-
Janet and you know what? I'm gonna tell you who. I don't know. Her energy has kind of changed. It changes from time to time, and that's Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor cannot give you a
No.
Beyonce level show.
Listen,
I mean,
I
she
didn't
can
say
give you
she
a
could. I said
seductive
she can give you
worm.
She
something.
is gonna
Slide
give you
across
a
the
good.
You don't like
floor.
Tiana Taylor?
Tiana
No,
Taylor
she can't
is
do it.
First of all,
C level at
listen.
best.
No.
Dang, you said C.
C level at best.
I was giving her a B plus.
I'm not giving her B plus. She was
I'm
great
giving
on
her a B.
Fade though. Like that Kanye, that
Yes.
dance she did, that right there. That,
I'm
But
gonna
that's
tell
it.
you
I
what
mean,
I
that's
would
as
love
much
to
you're gonna
see.
That was
give.
it.
Yeah.
Speaking
that's
of
all.
music,
Ooh.
I love Kanye's Sunday services.
Is that-
I've been
I
following
mean,
him.
okay, tell me. I've heard about those. Now,
Like-
what exactly is he trying to do?
You-
Church or
you
what
ha-
is he
no.
doing?
He's
No,
not trying
it's
to do
just a
church.
Sunday choir service singing all of these songs. If you want to see them and not the clip, the snippets, you can follow on Instagram. His name is, I believe, Phil with the Keys, and he's like the pianist or
Okay.
the sound engineer. So he has them. He uploads them that day.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Phil with the keys.
Phil with the Keys.
All right. Thanks for the info, boo.
Girl.
We're gonna watch a little. Well, so the Kanye Sunday services. I appreciate Kanye's. I appreciate Kanye the musician. Kanye the artist who is putting together great sounds and great lyrics and great people. I appreciate that Kanye. However, I can't get past political Kanye yet. I'm not there yet, and I'm not gonna be able to watch. I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Let me tell you something.
Kanye got canceled for me a long
But
time
no,
ago.
but here's the thing about it. I think
Canceled.
personally, and this is just me personally, I think he's such an introvert that he was better being a producer
Absolutely.
than he was an artist.
Absolutely.
Because he couldn't take the pressure
Yeah.
of being an artist. And so I think that he, as a producer, he's done very well and brought out some great people. Like we got the John Legends from him. Who is some
I
more
mean, he
people
can
that came
find
from him?
talent.
I-
He
yeah.
has that
who?
niche, which
Who
but
is
that doesn't
awesome.
mean
Who else did he bring out other than John Legend?
He signed. He was the first one to sign. No, that was Pharrell that signed Tiana Taylor. He's had some other people. Kanye produced the Beyonce song and worked with a Destiny Child. Yeah.
Who did Kanye bring to the table?
From
other
Good
than-
Music, it's some people. Let me Google it. We'll Google it that commercial. What do you all think?
Nobody you can name.
Well, I forgive him.
I was about to say.
I don't mean that. Don't mean I rock with him because I forgive him.
I forgive him for all of that foolishness, but I can't.
Hold on,
I can't with Kanye.
but let me ask y'all this.
What?
Did you see Fox News?
I don't
And
watch
what they
Fox
tried
News.
to
I refuse
it's been
to
all
even
over
turn
social
to that
media
channel.
how they tried to report that the F Donald Trump song was by Nipsey Hussle.
No.
Yes. And were giggling about his service
But
And
everything that they say out of their mouth is wrong. They don't ever fact check. They don't research.
that was our cousin
They are
YG.
complete idiots.
That was, and
And
it said
anyone who
YG
watches
underneath it.
that,
Why? How you?
I'm about
Yes,
to say
follow it,
they
and
do
I mean
that
it's
all the time.
horrible.
That show. I mean, I don't. I can't with Fox News because I feel like they're complete idiots, and whoever watches them, it's like
They slow too.
they
If you
flock.
watch.
They flock.
Slow.
What's that? That flock together.
Birds of
Birds
feather.
of flock together because I'm like they never research anything. They don't fact check anything. They're just complete nuts. And it's like, how do you wake up and say you're a journalist when everything you report is wrong?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They're not interested in the truth.
But I'm just saying that because that was part of Coachella that they were discussing as well, the behind the scenes.
They
and
don't
people
get to
were
discuss
discussing.
I want to
So-
get back to Lizzo because if anything that this show right here, The Curve, has done for me is open my eyes to introduce me to new people because I didn't know her until you brought her to me.
Really?
Listen, apparently I don't listen to music anymore.
But you know all the words to Baby Shark, don't you?
I do. I do know the words to Baby Shark, and
yeah.
I know the themes
what happens
to
when you have kids. You don't get- you
everything
get
like
so
Paw
uncool.
Patrol and Doc McStuffins.
That's
I know
it.
it all.
I'm telling you.
But I mean, I do like her, and what I like about her is she's fun and she's fearless. And did you know she has some serious flute skills?
Oh, yeah,
like
she's
that
a
girl,
flautist.
she can get on
Like
that
she's-
flute
I
and
didn't
she
know
can
that.
and twerk all at the same time. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, she's
Okay.
very talented.
Very
She's
talented.
amazing singer, but she's also an amazing flautist.
And I looked at some of her videos on YouTube and everything, and one of my favorites, because I have a favorite now, is "Good as Hell." That was good. I was
That's a good one.
like, that was a good. I was like, okay.
Y'all gonna make me go and look this girl up
Look
Yeah.
her
for on the
up.
flute. Like I've heard
The
her
flute,
music, but
yeah.
the flute part I didn't
Oh
know.
yeah,
about.
she up there jamming, then she
she'll
flipping.
flute and twerk. at the
Really?
same- Yeah.
Not flute and twerk.
And twerk,
Flute and
girl.
twerk.
Your
She's
cousin.
good.
Your
Yeah.
cousin.
And then
I'm
the
telling you,
crazy
for a
thing
flute.
is,
Please, in 2019, I am truly appreciating Black culture. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna tell you, when you can play the
yes.
flute and twerk.
And twerk.
yes, I love a good musician,
Yeah.
and I like the fact that when someone asked her about like how does she describe her music, and she was like, she said I don't know, but she was like, my music is church with a twerk, and I was like, okay, girl.
I feel like I'm church with a twerk. I feel like that's a
I
really
can be
great
church
way
with a twerk.
to describe me. Oh yeah, like I love the Lord, but I also
in
love
the
the twerk.
hell left the gate open. How about y'all church with his work? No.
I mean, hey, 'cause
No.
even my pastor knew.
No.
My pastor was like, yeah, I knew where you were Friday night because he knew I was at the DMX concert. Like,
DMX.
yes, baby. I'm from Philadelphia.
Lord.
Now I'm not
Okay.
going to the concert, but I do appreciate
I
not.
was
the DMX
there,
song.
and I had. That's why I don't have all my voice today.
You done
because
went
I
and
had
seen
an awesome.
DMX?
Yes, I love me some
Child, you learn
DMX.
something new every day.
Yes. Now that's and he's basically the only rapper I probably like anyway. But yeah, that's my man. I've
appreciate it.
always loved him.
Not the
appreciate
Twitter.
The
Yes,
Twitter,
the
darling.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes.
Loves DMX.
Loves
Twitter
DMX.
loves DMX. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, from one wonderful show to another, y'all hear about your girl Wendy Williams?
Yes, and I am so happy for her. Even though
Listen.
I do not advocate divorce, she needed to separate herself from that situation.
From my understanding, the book that I can't wait to get
Is Charlemagne's
is
book.
Charlemagne the God book.
I buy
Because
copies.
Charlemagne is saying that he's been abusive for
Ever.
years.
Yes.
And she has just kind of tolerated, and he talked about how, her husband was a bully and bullied the staff,
Now,
and
is
that
he
was
coming
one of the
out with a
reasons.
new one? Because I don't remember all that.
He's
in his
talking
last
about
one.
himself, and he used to work with her when she was on the
Yeah.
radio. So when he came from South Carolina, that was his first job, interning with Wendy Williams, and he ended up getting on her show.
Yeah, I read his book. Well, I listened to
He's
it
getting
too.
ready to tell it all. Like
That's
the
why I say
stuff
it's
that
a
he
whole
saw.
new book.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
That's what I
here
want
for
to
it.
see.
It's about to come out, and I don't know when, but he is already
Yeah.
promoting it, and I'm buying copies.
And
I'm getting
see,
some like
the
copies.
staff at
I
her
love
show, they're
Charlamagne.
the people that's reporting like what was going on because they said while she was gone, the whole energy changed
Yeah, it
because
was
he
Yes, because
wasn't
fun. It
he
was
there.
wasn't
good. It
there.
was everything. It was
Yeah.
light and
But I am
amazing.
so happy because she's like, well, I think he was one responsible for her going to that sober house because of what was going on. But
Who?
what he
Well,
did, her
Who's
husband,
he?
her husband,
Kevin Hunter.
because he was
Because
trying
his
to,
money went, he
push
gonna be just like
push
Mary
her
J.
and them.
Blige's
But
husband,
so here, this is the thing,
trying to
girl.
get a check.
Word on the streets. Word on the street. Let me. I just
Oh,
took
you
some
got some
notes,
news?
y'all.
What?
So the word on the street is that Wendy went into the sober house because Sharina Hudson, who is
The
the
mistress.
mistress,
Yes.
was about to give birth.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
she needed, had a
Needed
had
some
a
sanity. She had a moment.
she had a moment. Fair, by the way, fair, Wendy Williams. You get to have a moment
Yeah,
when
you're
your
human.
husband's mistress is about to have
You're
a baby.
human.
You get to have that moment.
Even though you throw shade on everybody,
You do.
the,
Yeah.
the shady tree was
You
on
do.
you, and so it's
But she
okay.
talked about that on her show today too. She was like, "Turnabout is fair play." So I understand. Like she talked about herself as a hot topic, which I thought was very, very important.
Strategic.
And
Very
very
strategic.
transparent, finally, because
Finally.
that's one thing I was like.
Well,
when
everybody
are you
else
gonna
has been
tell your
talking
story?
about why she's not talking about herself.
Right.
And they've been
It's
tweeting
hard
and
to talk
talking
about
about her.
yourself.
Like Breakfast Club has been going in on her for the past
Listen,
couple
Oh
of weeks.
yeah,
Charlamagne, let me
I've
tell
started
you.
looking at
Like,
that show
Charlamagne
Yeah.
is giving no F's, and he
because
is
he doesn't like
The
Kelvin.
husband
Is
at
what
all.
he calls him, Kelvin.
Kelvin. So here's the thing. Apparently, Sharina Hudson is living in a nice apartment in Manhattan that Kevin pays for. He also
Yeah, because
has
they just sold the house, I believe.
he has a studio in Midtown for one of her many businesses that he supports.
That continues to fail.
He put her through massage therapy school, and also opened
Who?
Kevin.
Well,
Wendy's husband.
Wendy put her through
Let me
put
tell
the
y'all.
massage school.
Wait, hold on,
Wendy
because
just
there's
bought her
more.
a Ferrari
There's
too.
more. He put it.
I
He
bet
put
you
Sharina through-
him and Mary J. Blige's husbands are friends.
I bet.
I bet you they're friends.
Can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do for yourself?
Nope. So he opened a kiosk for her at the mall in North Carolina where she's from. He helped her set up a jewelry and a clothing line online called Vish. None of those were successful. And so he recently bought a Ferrari. He bought her a Ferrari. But here's the thing. He works as an executive producer on Wendy Williams' show. Now he ain't as an executive producer, I'm sure he ain't making Ferrari money and enough money for all of this.
I was
But
about to say, and he bought himself a Bentley. And in the last 2 weeks, they've been seen in 5 different vehicles.
well, so what is being said is that he's
I'm getting mad. I'm just telling you right now.
He
She's like, I'm about to
is
stab him.
he is trying
No,
to
I ain't gonna stab him, but see, this is why. Go ahead. He's trying to.
I mean, this is a way to get back at Wendy. Like this is a way.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I was just telling, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna try
It's
to keep
okay.
my
No, girl,
composure.
put
I'm gonna try to keep
keep
my composure because Mary J. Blige said something, and I mean, your cousins drug her on the internet.
Yeah.
When she said, "I'm not dealing with anyone that doesn't make more money than me." And this is why.
Yeah.
Because you have somebody that you started from the bottom with. You come up in the industry just what it is. And when you're dealing, you all know because you're married. Your husband see your most intimate moments.
Yeah.
They know what you're secure about, what you're insecure about. And they straight flipped it on both. And I love Mary because Mary did not relapse. You know, she's gone through some stuff.
She's had drug
And she
issues as
talked
well.
about how she had to go to California. She didn't have anything. This dude took her Grammys. He took everything, and she had to stay with somebody else. Now here we go, Wendy Williams. And Wendy Williams isn't liked by everyone, but I feel like Wendy Williams is having a human experience.
Yeah.
And see, this is when you call them cousins up. This is when you call them cousins up, because I'm gonna keep it
Make
all
people
the way
disappear.
live 100. I have 27 first cousins, and everyone is not polished and professional.
Amen.
Some of them like that free cable that's in the counter.
Come on, free cable.
You
Come
know what I
on,
mean?
free
And when
cable.
you get somebody that's just gonna do you dirty like this, and from my understanding and reading what was on the internet, like he did a lot of transactions, financial transactions, while she was in the sober house.
Yeah.
Well, that will make you drink some more.
Yeah,
You see
that'll-
somebody out here messing with your money, and
Yeah.
then you know you probably gonna end up having to pay them spousal support. Let me tell you something. Here come. Go ahead.
What I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that that judge will take an account to all that money that he spent just recently.
They don't,
They
because
don't.
in New York they don't do that. That's what happened
They're
to
in
Mary
New
J.
Jersey though.
Well, I don't know.
It might be
I
different
know,
laws.
no,
I'm
but
just
Mary J.
hoping.
Blige lived in Jersey.
She lived in Jersey.
She
too?
lived in Jersey. They lived down the street from Run.
Oh, yeah,
And
they're in-
what she has to pay her ex-husband in spousal support is ridiculous. And the fact that he had someone else, same story, put somebody in a condo, bought them a house, paying for them to go to school. You know, you got these women out here, excuse me for saying this, to be honest, raising their daughter to be little tricks, and we talked about it. You know, you don't have any control over that, but they're getting what they can from these men, and then you're going to have the nerve to turn around and say, I was an executive producer on all her CDs, or I was an executive producer on her shows. And the only person that I have really seen benefit in this situation that has gone through a divorce has been Tamar Braxton. But she had to lose absolutely everything and start all over, you know, because now the husband isn't the executive producer anymore on the Braxtons.
I
But
was
when you
about to
entrust
say,
someone,
whatchamacallit's about because they took away his access to the buildings of Wendy. Like he can't get into the building.
But that now they did that now.
Yeah.
But the only thing with Wendy's show and her husband being an executive producer, if he gets fired from that role, I mean, it's not like he wasn't paid. I'm pretty sure he was.
they can
paid
fire
for-
him. Mary J. Blige
from the
fired
show.
her husband, and Tamar fired they
But
made
I'm
the
saying,
executive producer to
like,
fire
with
them.
the Grammys and stuff, like her music has what's the royalties and stuff like that. Then maybe
She doesn't own everything.
Yeah, she doesn't own it.
all her music.
She doesn't own
She don't
all
own her
her
masters.
music.
Nothing?
She don't own
I
all her masters.
She doesn't own all her masters, so he's not getting. He got what he was gonna get. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the drip is almost soon gonna be dry. But at the same time, my thing is, when does the narrative change?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when do you, and speaking from someone that has gone through a divorce, when I went through my divorce, and I don't mind sharing this, I was fair. I said, I just want to come in, I just want to take what I came in with. Because my thing is, I know I can hustle and I can start all over again. That it isn't anything, but we're now saying, and they talked about this on the Breakfast Club, because Charlamagne talked about it with Mary J. Blige, you know, what happens when the woman is the one that's filing for divorce and she's giving spousal support. You know, the narrative changes around it. You know, we're okay with women getting spousal support, but we're not okay with men getting spousal support.
Oh, it's not that I'm
if-
no.
I was
I'm
gonna
not.
say,
It's not
if
that
the
I'm not
woman
okay
did
with
the
it.
same things that
Yeah.
he did. Oh, I wouldn't want her to get it
It's
either.
not that I'm not okay with the spousal support. My issue is that you have had a mistress for years. Like you've had a mistress for like 10 years or more.
But I fought her to a certain extent.
I
I
do.
absolutely-
fought
well,
Wendy
no,
for
no,
that
no.
because
I
if
don't-
she didn't
I don't-
allow that, because she
no, I don't
she
fault
knew
her.
about
10
that.
years?
I don't
Shannon?
no. I don't fault her for it. I fault her for not taking different steps in rectifying the
that,
situation.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
not
that's,
leaving.
I don't blame
I
her
don't-
for
for
him
the
having a
mistress.
mistress, but I
It's-
blame her when you know,
shoulda ended
like
that
you
when she
know,
first found
we've
out.
all been in relationships.
But we don't know what kind of counseling they went through. We don't know what kind of fixing it they tried to do. We don't know.
But a decade, Shannon.
Listen,
And the
it couldn't
child
have
was
been me.
living 9 miles away from your house.
It
that
couldn't have
house that
been
you
me,
bought for
but
her.
I'm saying I don't know what they did to try to rectify this situation.
So are we now? And this is just something for us to
Table
discuss.
discussion.
Are we at a point? I feel like we're at a point now in this culture where people are really okay with open marriages. Like there are so many women, and there was a time
Facts.
that you know that your husband has Becky down the street. We can call her Becky, we can call her Robin, whatever you want to call her, down the street, and you go on with this for years. But when that person starts to produce children, then it's like, no, that's. But where did you draw the line before this person had children? Because that's been the narrative lately.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the narrative. It was okay while he was cheating, but as long as he didn't have children.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Absolutely.
talk about
Absolutely.
Lala and Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my.
We can talk about, and she talked about on her,
Monica.
yeah. Now,
Monica's.
I didn't
her
know they was
husband
going
had a
through all
baby?
of
The
that.
girl, I'm
I
pretty.
know that she filed for divorce, but I didn't. Is there another
I
child?
think that is one of the reasons she had to go.
Oh,
There, let me say this. I know for a fact that in the past there has been
Yeah.
allegations of a child. I do not know if this
I was
particular
about to
time.
say how many babies he got.
I don't know.
But I think a lot of that, and this comes back around to mental health,
Mm-hmm.
because we need to be okay with counseling, and men need to be okay with hurting. They need to learn how to grieve. And in that situation, for me, from the outside looking in, he hasn't been right since he got cut from the
Oh
NBA.
no. Mm-mm.
And when he went to that Division II league, then
Yeah.
he just couldn't
And
get
the
back
fact,
So you
together.
talking
and the
about Monica's
fact, no,
husband?
Lala.
Monica's husband.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed. And I don't think that. I think that Carmelo Anthony was kind of in the same boat where when he went to New York and had that really really bad season, he hasn't been, and that is the same season that Lala got more
Was winning
lines
on
and
Power.
She was winning. She was having like a really really good year, and I feel like he just couldn't handle it.
See,
But
and
why
that
can't they go to their spouse, and that's supposed to be your comfort zone, and have discussions about it instead of going to Becky down the street to have sex to forget?
Pride
Which
and
you're not,
ego.
You're
Pride and
not
ego.
going to
pride,
forget it.
that's that
It's
man
still gonna be
thing.
there.
But you have to think, if I didn't have a model of manhood in my house, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
true.
going off of what my friends are doing, and none of your friends are holding you accountable, and you know that you have somebody riding with you.
Yep.
You know, it's hard to say, I just got cut and my wife makes more money than me.
Yep.
Or my wife is the breadwinner. Or I haven't played in so long, because Shannon Brown got injured. And while he was working out, that's when you started seeing Monica tour more. And she was going out and coming
'Cause
out with
somebody
these.
got to make the money. I mean,
Right.
What do you want
Cause
us
what
to
are we
do?
gonna eat? These kids need food.
Exactly. What do you want me to do? If you not working, somebody has to be working.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
I don't understand. People let go of the ego and the pride, Jesus, because it is going to wreck your life. Let go of the ego and the pride.
But I think that's across the board, and for me, that's why it is so important. And I don't care about people ragging on him, but I love the fact that Puffy is being so transparent.
Absolutely.
You know, with crying, and he and T.I. are really being transparent in their grief, because it's showing that, and T.I. has said, you know, I'm talking to you about my friend that's struggling, and you telling me how I ain't treat my old lady right. How do you know we are going to counseling? How do you know that I know that I didn't treat her right, and I'm trying to do the best thing that I can right
Absolutely.
now?
Because people
Absolutely.
always have opinions about stuff that they know nothing about.
Have
That's
you
true.
all watched Irresponsible?
Yes.
Yes.
And
I
Kevin
probably saw
Hart,
it. That was hilarious.
Kevin Hart comes out and he talks about when you messed up,
Yeah.
when you in the
Yeah,
doghouse,
listen.
and what you got to do. He
Listen.
said, "I've been kissing butt. Y'all don't know."
And he should be.
Yes.
With
He
yourself.
should be, but everybody will be like, "Oh, you did this." It's like, okay, I made a mistake, and this was between me and my wife, and we're dealing with it. I don't need you and your opinions on the side. Like, people, I don't know why people think their opinions are so important or they matter when they're not even in the situation.
Here's the thing. I feel like people don't care about the mistake so much because, to be quite honest, cheating is very normal now. Like, it's a very normal thing.
It
I
ain't
think
normal in my house, husband.
well, no. Like, I'm not advocating that anybody
it's
do
right.
it. Yeah, I'm not advocating that's right. I'm just saying I don't think anyone looks at a husband that's cheating and goes, "You are just unforgivable." Oh my. I think what happens is, like with Kevin Hart, it's almost like he tried to play it off like that's not what he was doing at first. Like,
Well, when they had him on videotape, he didn't
right,
have a choice but to take
right.
it.
But that was the thing.
And then playing cops and robbers. I I watched the video.
Remember,
I saw you.
but remember
But
at
the
first.
video
Remember at
I
first.
saw was the thing in the car, and he was like in one, like the front seat, and she was in the back seat. So that's what I saw, and I was like,
So remember at
how is
first.
he cheating? He
They tried to extort him, so he just told it.
Right. Remember at first though, it was like he was like, "Huh, woman? What you chick?
Not
What you
me.
talking about? What you talking
Well,
about?"
because nobody was supposed to have phones in that room.
Right, and then when the video came out, he was like, "Dog, man, I'm so sorry." So it seemed inauthentic. Is the problem? I think that people have an issue. I don't think it's the opinions that are the problem. I think that people have an issue with inauthenticity.
But that their issue doesn't count. It's in Nico.
It does when I pay
Nico.
for you. I am paying for your brand, right? And your brand is authentic. And if you're the Kevin
not
Hart,
when he was screaming my rib, my rib.
Yeah,
That's all he talked about. My rib. I would never. I learned my rib. But he talked about. He went to the Breakfast Club and said, "I got caught up in the hype." And what people don't understand is all of these people that we're discussing have human experience.
Absolutely.
Yes,
They feel just like
people.
we do.
Absolutely.
They have their insecurities. They have when they're their cheerleaders, when they need a sister friend, when they need a brother friend. And what we're looking for is answers to and from them because social media has given us access.
So,
Yeah.
And here's
and
the
TMZ.
thing. They have allowed access. So my thing is, I have the same issue with Pastor John at Adventure Gray. Like you want to be in the public eye and you want to provide a experience so we get to know you on your show. But then when we see who you really are and we see what's really going on in your life, all of a sudden you don't want to ask no questions.
Let me tell you something.
Like
I unfollowed him. I unfollowed
did
him because
too.
I can't. And then it made me mad. Y'all know I'm still mourning Nipsey. It made me mad when he came out with the video and was like, I only met him one time. That's like somebody, like, okay, let's be honest. I have a list of people that, I have 2 girlfriends that's in charge. If anything was to happen to me in my untimely demise, don't let these people in and don't let them get up and talk. Because I don't want you to tell a lie on me.
Amen.
Like, be like everybody else and mourn. Like, nobody needed him. You got enough stuff going over here, brother, that you don't need to be worried about Nipsey. What you need to do is nip that situation in the bud that's going on over at your church.
Ask him to get up there?
No, he just made a video, and I understood where he was coming from, but you're not really in that position.
Right.
You know?
It could have been people constantly asking him about Nipsey, and he's probably like, "But I only met him one time. Like, I don't, I really
hope
can't
that's
speak
what
on
I hope
it."
that's it.
You know,
hope that's
because
I pray and I
people
hope that's
will
what it
always
is.
ask you about stuff. You're like, I don't even know that person. You know.
And the thing about it is I understand that these people are human, but my thing is sometimes you gotta go and have a seat.
And he needed a seat.
You gotta go and have a seat and
needed a
chill
seat.
out and be still and kind of let it pass.
And so does she. She needs all the seats.
Just let it pass.
Well, that might be her way of getting through her situation with her husband in his public.
But here's the
affair.
thing. But let's talk about it, because Erica Campbell talked about it on their
Yeah.
show. You know, they in the earlier Mary stages, when they were traveling and doing all of that, her husband had an affair, and out of that affair with the mistress ended up getting pregnant, and she ended up having a miscarriage, and they talk about it. And she talks about how she forgave him. D.L. Hughley talks about the same thing. How his wife said, go check on her. Because, he had a mistress, and in his situation, he didn't tell his wife about the child, period. The child was older, didn't tell about the child, and he was going over, seeing about it, whatnot, and then the mother's boyfriend killed the child. And he mourned, and he had to tell his wife, but he completely snatched the plug out the relationship, and the wife told him, go and see about her. So everybody's recipe for success is different in their relationship.
Definitely.
But my thing is, I don't think that as a culture that we have the right to really comment on whether people should stay or whether they should go.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now that I agree. Well,
I don't.
I think
if
we
there's
don't.
physical abuse.
Exactly. I
Yes.
think we don't when it's just, oh, it's those two people in their relationship. But in a situation like Wendy Williams, I think the whole world needs to tell her, girl, leave that man alone. That man is abusive to you.
But here's the thing that here's my thing with Wendy Williams. You always got so much tea and advice for everybody else. You know what I mean? You know what
Well,
I mean?
you know,
Like,
it's always different when it's you. Like I can
Absolutely.
tell, you know, my girlfriends all day, girl, da da da, this and that and that. But when it's me, it's like, dag. At this point, if I do this, then it'll affect my career, or if I do this, it'll, you know, make me seem like a failure. Or if I do, so you internalize a lot of that for yourself. Yeah, you can tell people all day who might be going through the same situation you're going through, girl, this is what I would do, and you know darn well you ain't doing it because you sitting there in a quiet room like, I really need to do this. Because I mean, anytime you come
maybe
to work
it's
with a
well, maybe it's the
dislocated shoulder,
Sag. Maybe it's the Sag in me. Maybe it's the Sag in me because did y'all see that good read that Lauren London gave that lady from?
No. Who
So
did sis read?
this happened a while ago. Someone from one of the blogs asked her, so what's going on with you and Nipsey Hussle? So how are things going? And she kept asking her. She said, what's going on with you and your boyfriend? And the girl was like, well, I don't have one. She said, well, when you get one, then let me know and we can talk about mine, and walked away. Like, and then I think Tiny, it was today, Tiny was on Wendy Williams and she started asking, you know, you and T.I. have been up and down. Like, how's your relationship status, honey? She told her, it's about the same as yours. We're working through things. And I was like, yes.
Come through,
I
Tiny,
said
with
the
a good
same-
Atlanta
Tiny
read.
was like, no, we're together. We're together. Because, you know, she's like, oh, we all up and down. But, yeah, we're together. But, I mean, it's lots of people who read Wendy when she was questioning. Because even the Zano, what's her name? The one, she was on Basketball Wives.
Evelyn.
Oh.
Evelyn. She was like, yeah, your husband came to my store and purchased shoes for somebody else. Because I know you ain't a size 8. Whatever, you know.
But
I
she's
mean,
messy
everyone.
and awful.
But it's just hard to
She
talk
said
about
she-
yourself.
She's
She team Sag.
She's
Well, you
a
know
mess.
what? Listen, if you
a
either be
walking
good or
mess.
be great. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's been working for her. Be good or be great.
It is. Well,
It's working.
it did for a minute now.
Yeah.
She's.
These
are facts.
Yeah.
These are facts.
So my thing is with the divorce, let people be.
Yeah.
Because everybody's recipe for success in a marriage is different. You know,
Yeah.
look at Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. He had a whole baby on the side.
He did have a baby on the side.
Okay, look at, you know, and she's welcomed him in now and they're doing well. Everybody is different. Not Evelyn, Lala and Carmelo have decided to stay together. And then you get some people that's just like, no, that's not my cup of tea.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay. Whatever you need to do to be healthy is
Your
what you
self-care
need to do.
for you.
Whatever you need to do to be healthy is what you need to do. And it is nobody else's final word or final decision whether you stay or go or whatever. What you got to do, whatever makes you the healthiest. Point blank.
I'm glad you said healthiest and not happy. Healthy is a great word.
Yeah, because happiness fades. But
Absolutely.
health is forever. All right, guys, we are going to take a very, very, very quick commercial break, and we are going to be right back with more of The Curve. Hey guys, welcome back to The Curve. We have talked past all the topic times. Producer in the back just looking at us like, let's go next topic. It's fine. We are going to hop right on back into the show. I don't know if you guys heard, but your girl Kim K is a
Hmm.
student, honey.
Yes.
But not at anybody's college because she's
Nope.
not doing that. No, no. Kim K has decided. Kim K is going to take the bar. She is. I'm gonna just read Kim's words. Last year, I registered with the California State Bar to study law, and for the next 4 years, a minimum of 18 hours a week is required. I will take written and multiple choice tests monthly. As my first year is almost coming to an end, I am preparing for the baby bar, a
Hmm.
mini version of the bar, which is required when studying law this way.
Did whose college did she graduate from? So they
She
don't
did
have.
She
not
didn't.
graduate.
Oh, I say they don't have
Later
a
on,
college for
she
hoes.
says, later on, Kim says, you can create your own lanes just as I am. The state bar doesn't care who you are. This option is available to anyone whose state
Felicity
allows it.
Huff.
It's true. I did
No.
not. Hold
Mm-mm.
on. It's true. I did not finish college. You need 60 college credits. I had 75 to take part in reading the law, which is an in-office law school being apprenticed by lawyers.
Hmm.
That's what she said. And for anyone assuming this is the easy way out, it's not.
Privilege.
Oh, listen, she
No.
talked about that.
Anybody can do it.
My weekends are
Anybody.
spent away from my kids while I read and study. I work all day, put my kids to bed, and spend my nights studying. There are times when I feel overwhelmed and when I feel like I can't do it, but I get the pep talks I need from the people around who are supporting me. I changed my number last year and disconnected from everyone because I have made this strict commitment to follow a dream of mine. It's never too late to follow your dreams. I want to thank Van Jones for believing in me and introducing me to Jessica Jackson. Jessica, along with Erin Haney, have taken on the role as my mentors, and I am grateful, forever grateful, to them both putting me in so much time with me, believing in me, and supporting me through this journey. This week, I have a big torts essay due on negligence, which wish me luck, star emoji. Kim K, y'all, is gonna be a lawyer.
I don't respect it. I'm for it, but I don't respect it.
But why don't you
As a
respect it?
person pursuing a terminal degree,
Mm.
that's some bull ish. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because people like us don't have that privilege.
I think we would if you can find a law practice who will apprentice you and
Her
then,
father, her father. Let's talk
uh-huh.
about privilege. Let's be real.
Yes.
When is the opportunity? If she was not who she was,
I
would
don't
she
know.
have the same opportunity? Because I can tell you some people. Let's talk about, we can talk about plenty of people that will tell you about going to law school and not having access to this type of,
Did they not have access to it or were they not aware of it?
no, they
Because
didn't
her
have
privilege
access.
might just be that someone actually told her, "Oh, well, if you want to be a lawyer, you don't have to finish
Find me
school.
some
You
black
could do
people that
this."
are attorneys that did not have to go to law
Kim
school and take the
says,
Well,
bar.
because
hold
most
on,
people
Kim.
feel like you have to do it the traditional way when apparently
So
you
you
don't.
would be able, and this again goes to knowledge. You're putting your licensure on the line, right? And
Hmm.
you're saying that I entrust that this person is going to know enough and be enough to be able to practice law, because this type of stuff can come back to bite you in the end. But she
No,
has
if
enough
you pass
money.
the bar, passing that exam is what tells them you have enough knowledge to be a lawyer and
So
I don't
do all that.
disagree.
here's what Kim said about her privilege. I've seen some comments from people who are saying that it's my privilege or my money that got me here, but that is not the case. One person actually said I should stay in my lane. I want people to understand that there is nothing that should limit your pursuit of your dreams and the accomplishment of new goals. You can create your own lanes just as I am.
I want to see people, give me a list of people of color that's done that. And
I,
then I
That's
can
what I'm
listen,
respect it.
saying.
I don't.
And I
I
can
didn't know.
respect it.
I'm
They
gonna
may
be
not
honest.
know about it.
I'm
Like
gonna be
this is
honest.
the first I'm hearing that you can
Me
do
too.
that.
No, but let me tell you, I know of things that have happened this way because a really good friend of mine was in podiatry school at a university. However, in being there, whereas she went through a 4 year program and then applied to be in podiatry school, this person only went 2 years. because there are loopholes in the system. However, their father was a big donor at this huge university, and so therefore that helped them get that type of access. It's not that it's common, but it's not common again for people of color.
But
I think so.
I'm not sure.
So here's
in
the
this
thing.
situation.
If you are an attorney and you know of any attorneys, I need you to comment, post in the comments, because I had actually never ever heard of this before. I was like, this is fake, and until I looked it
It's
up,
not
like,
common with us. It's very common in situations. It's happened. I've seen it happen at at a lot of predominantly white institutions. It happens where the parents and things of that nature are donors, and they're third generation lawyers or third generation doctors or whatever it may be, and they know the loopholes. That
But
doesn't happen with
I would
us.
say that if she was going to a school and she got to skip all this thing and then go right into law school or whatever. But this is a law practice who is she's an apprentice at, and she's not like donating money to these lawyers or anything. They just said, okay, this is what you want to do. We know that this is a way to go about it, and we are here to support you and be able, you are able to study underneath us. So it's not like she's throwing all this money anywhere to a school or anything. Now, if it was like Felicity and that other
and
chick,
Lori
that would be a
Loughlin.
whole different story. But I mean, I applaud this because first of all, people telling her to stay in her lane. You don't know what her lane is. I wish people would stop trying to keep her in that box of the sex tape that happened 1.5 years ago. It's like this girl has been doing so many things. She's been helping people get out of prison. She's been doing a lot.
No, she didn't help anybody get out of prison. What she did is jumped on the bandwagon and she donated money again as a person pursuing a terminal degree.
But
I do not respect
But
this.
would those people have gotten out of jail if she didn't step in and
She
go
threw her
see
celebrity at
behind,
it.
and I appreciate the fact that she did use her platform for good. I will give her that because I'm not a Kim K fan.
But there have been
Let's be
several
real.
other things that she could have used her platform. How many black people are being killed every single day that we know that? And
okay, can she take one thing at a time? Like,
yeah,
it's
there were
like
several
you wanted to
before
do
this case.
But I'm just saying, it's like, let people grow. She wants to do something different with her life, and it's like she doesn't have to be that person. No one will let people grow or get out of something that they used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let people evolve. Let them do things different.
Well, Kim K is going to, in about 3 years, she's going to have a graduation party from a school she didn't graduate from. So
Yeah.
I will just say this. I'm here for Kim. I am not here for Kim K, but I am definitely here for finding loopholes in the system and finding ways
That
around,
apply across the
that
board.
apply across the board. And if you, now that you know, because I didn't know.
I want to see how many people this is going to work for that look like us.
I want to see this work for some brown folks as well. We're out of time. Again, producer in the background going, people!
Because this is how
Get out
paper
from
mills start up.
This
This
is-
is how paper mills
this is
start.
true.
It's the reality of it.
That's true. All right, guys. That is going to end our show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you catch us on all the social medias. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook page at facebook.com/on the curve, and also on our YouTube page. Please go subscribe. And again, our website is going to be up soon, so make sure you check us out on our website. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Oh, one thing. Friend of the show, Lynn Delaney, is going to be here May 13th. We are super excited about her coming and joining us around the table. And I think that's it. All right. Until next week, stay amazing, be amazing, and don't forget to live life on the curve. Check y'all later.